My name is Cecilia Mayer, and I am an entrepreneur creating and producing, hosting different events around Lincoln and Omaha area. And one unknown fact about me is probably I was a competitive cheerleader for most of my youth. My dad always pushed me into sports. I probably did every sport. Wrestling, I did wrestling. Why? Don't know. Because I was forced into it. And I actually rebelled and I went behind my parents' back and I tried out for the cheerleading team. When my parents found out, they later accepted me and supported me, and they were there rooting me on at every cheer competition. So it was great. I have been in a couple different situations where someone has misgendered me at a family get-together, or they used my dead name, and they will quickly say, hey, no, that's not okay. If you can't do this in our household, then you have to leave. And that makes me feel so special. And then again, with being engaged and trying to plan a wedding, I wonder what my gender roles there are. You know, is my dad gonna walk me down the aisle now? And so now I have to think about that. And of course, my dad's gonna walk me down the aisle. He sees me as his little girl, you know, and he wants that privilege. And I'm happy to say that everything's gonna be the vision that I've always had since I was a little girl, you know? And I'm so happy. Equality, respect, and dignity to be who I am is probably something that I hold true to myself, because if I didn't respect myself, I probably wouldn't be who I am. I probably wouldn't be as open and comfortable about my gender expression as I am. Being a trans woman should never be, it should never hold you back from going out in public. We should never be afraid to show ourselves. And I think people need to learn personal space. They need to learn acceptance. And if you can't learn those things, just tolerate us. I don't know. And it's sad that we have to just be tolerated when people need to be open to being educated. I am transgender, and I came out as transgender when I was 17, and I transitioned into the woman who I am today. Like, I always saw this as me. And I identify as heterosexual because my partner is heterosexual. And I don't want them to disregard his identity because they see me as transgender, which they might confuse as homosexual. I've overcame everything, so let's celebrate. I've struggled through bullying, through gender identity, through surgeries, family inclusion, everything that we have gone through as transgender individuals. I think once our transition is done, or once we're coming to a point where we no longer have to work on ourselves from the inside out, let's celebrate who we are from the outside then. And I really just want people to know that you don't have to pity us. I say I'm a showgirl, I'm an entertainer. But that's my way of expressing who I am. And I hope that the younger generation finds that for themselves, whatever that may be. Express yourself in art, express yourself in dance, express yourself in sports, whatever you want to do. Just express yourself in some way that you can be heard. We're so well-rounded and we're not adult entertainers. And I think that's a backlash that I get from my marketing. We'll get a lot of emails, or we'll get a lot of comments on social media saying this is inappropriate, or God loves you. And it's like, well, we're not doing anything that's the sin in my eyes. I hope that families see this as something that they can use to show their queer kids, if they need, that this is not all bad. Your life does not have to be bad just because you're queer. Yeah, I find joy in performing. If I could perform 6 days a week, 7 days a week, I would do it. My body wouldn't love me for it because it is hard on these bones. I've always kind of felt at home on stage, and I can always run to the stage when I need to. It's kind of my safeguard. It's when I'm having a bad day, nothing makes me feel better than getting on stage. It's just gratifying. You put all this hard work into one 5-6 minute number, and everybody's just cheering you on, supporting you. I've never experienced anything like it. I would probably say just don't be afraid to express yourself. Like, if you want to come in here and express yourself as whoever you want to be, do it. I think I'm a nice person. And so I hope that people just reach out to me, talk to me, email me, text me, whatever you need. Use me as kind of a lighthouse. And I can be a support system, and I'm only here to uplift the community, create jobs for queer people who love expressing themselves on stage. I'm here for that. Or if you just want someone to talk to about how you can express yourself as a queer person, I'm here for that too.